Okay. So it would appear I did not turn my microphone on uh, when recording. I figured out after like 3 villages, but you're gonna have to get a voice over me, unfortunately. I was just in an interview room, like a Teams meeting for 30 minutes, and the other guy didn't show up, and my mic was just muted during that time, and I forgot to unmute it. So that's not bad. It's so small, like on my recording software, like editing software. It's like I don't know. Anyway, we have Wretch, and we have, I believe, yeah, we have Werewolf, because what 8 says. Let's see, 4 is a good Confessor. There's no corruption, so I just killed a Knight. Good play, and then I think I can just check the Investigators here, and they both end up being fake. Sorry, I'm kind of spoiling it a bit. I'm not good at this voiceover thing. I'm just trying to make it so there's not silence. Is there really no way I can, like, full screen this? Whatever. Druid, Rambler, to shut up. Another good Confessor at number 4. I'm pretty sure it was at 4 last time as well. He's not adjacent, 4 is good. Closest counterclockwise. It's kind of hard to believe, considering I know 6 is good. They got another There's No Evils. Druid, kind of as expected, says 2 shut up. I don't know what I'm saying here. It's really hard to kind of talk over it when I know like what the solution is, you know. I think I spent too long on this one now. But you can see, you know, there's 2 knitters and they both agree with each other, but there's a real rambler. It's kind of unlikely that both knitters are real, considering I know it's which. Yeah, I mean, yep, there goes one, down goes the other, and then there are 2 enlightens also. I don't know why I didn't mention that. I think I like just noticed that, honestly. Alright, so we got Slayer, Bard, Dreamer. I forgot to use the Dreamer ability, which kind of hindered me a little bit on this one. Because I could have just, you know, I could have used it twice, but I just forgot to, just because it's just such like it feels like such a rare occurrence now, because now it's only Dreamer, and it's also only when there's a night cycle, so it just feels kind of rare that you actually have to use it multiple times, and I just totally forgot about it. But yes, we have no Evil's Dead, and really not a whole lot of info to go off of. We got the witnesses. We know there is. Well, as you said, at this point, it's either Lycanthrope or Puppeteer, given that the minion says 2 to 3. I was thinking about this last night. I guess it's a good time to mention it now that I don't know what else to talk about. I feel like the update where it'll show like 2 to 3 outcast when there's Chancellor, or like 1 to 2 when there's Puppeteer. I think that kind of ruined blind mode because it basically just gives away. Like if you see 2 to 3 outcasts, like you know for a fact there's Chancellor. And if you see, you know, that for minions, you know for a fact there's like Puppeteer or Werewolf. And like before, cause when I played blind mode before, that wasn't there. You would just have like it would just say 1 if it was Chancellor, and then if you like knew there were 2 outcasts, it's like okay, it's Chancellor. But I don't know. I feel like that kind of made blind mode a little easier. I'm not sure I'm really a fan of that change. Like, I understand they made it so it's like easier for new players to understand, but definitely kind of like I don't know if babyify is the right word, but or like babyify, but something like that. I don't know, I just thought about that. Anyway, I think I used Dreamer ability somewhat soon here just to kind of get a read on what some of the minions are. Just because I think that knowing it, because I don't have any information besides the fact that it's Lewis and there's either Lycanthrope or Puppeteer. I know it's not Werewolf, but it could be Lycanthrope. So I think I used 3 just to get some information on. I'm checking out 6 right now. Yeah, this thing I've been doing recently, I kind of like just named it recently. It's just called like pivoting around like a card where it's like a card where there's not a lot of options for like kind of things you can do with it. I was like, hey, why don't you just do all the options for if it's on the truth, all the options for it's bad, all the options for it's corrupted. And I think it's really easy to just like narrow in on like a few possible options there. I don't think this was too successful. There was just kind of way too many things that could have happened with 6 here. That's kind of a strategy I've been employing recently. That's not it's like recently for a while, but it's good. So right now I'm just checking all the combinations of what I could do with 6, and I decided if 6 is evil, there's just way too many things that could go on. Yeah, so here I use 3 on 9 and 10 to see, why it's over there. And see, Slayer Puppeteer, which does confirm it's Puppeteer, so it's not, what do you call it? Lycanthrope. But I do see there's Slayer there, so it does cast some doubt on number 1, who is also a Slayer. So, we'll see what happens there. We still have 5. I am a little afraid to stab 5 because I don't know if there is, say, Poisoner or not, or maybe, there's a dead Plague Doctor. So I'm a little scared to stab 5, and even if 5 is drunk, which 2 is pointing to 5 being drunk, this will still kill me. But yeah, no, I shoot 6 with 1. I was gonna kill 1 anyway. Well, not if it did kill 6, but yeah. So 1 was Doppelganger, which does first of all confirm 3 is on the truth. It also confirms 6 is real. But unfortunately, 1 was real as well. So that is kind of bad. The good news is that there are like 4 evils among the 2, 5, 7, 8. And notably, Puppet could be within 3 or 6 or 7 now that I've marked 7 is on the truth. But at least now with all the info we have, it's a lot easier to pivot around 6, and is what I'm going to do again. It's just because I know 6 can't be evil, so they can only be corrupted if they're lying. If they're corrupted, they have to be corrupted. I guess it would have to be 5 is evil, and then for it to not be equidistant. And if it's on the truth, then 5 is good, and it's 8 and 4. And then 2 would have to be the other one, and then 3 would be Puppet. So you can see kind of what happens here. I don't remember exactly what happens here. Well, I know the end result, but I think I'm just thinking through the options right now. But I can just go through this right now. So if we pivot around 6, I think if 6 is still in the truth, we know 5 is good. And then it would have to be the only other evils, because we do know there's 3 lying evils. It would have to be 4, 8, and 2. If 5 is good. And then Puppet would have to be, it wouldn't be 7. Well, I'll hold off on that. It wouldn't be something in this scenario, so it'd have to be 3. Or the scenario which I'm going through right now, where 7 is Puppet, 8 is Puppeteer, and then 5 is another evil. But I go through it, I think I realized that, 4 is lying and 2 is lying, but one of them would have to be real in this case, and there's no reason for me lying, because I know there's no Plague Doctor, those are drunk, because there's Doppelganger. So there's no reason that both 4 and 2 would be lying here, so this situation just doesn't really work out for me. So, yeah, I think I'm realizing, that doesn't work, and so now I'll try 7's good, 5's good, which means 8 is, what do I call it? I call 8 Liliths, 4 is Puppeteer, 3 is Puppet, and 2 is Minion, I think I call it. Because I do really have no clue what the third one is at this point. I initially thought it could be Shaman, I remember saying that because 4 said 8 couldn't be affected by evil, and I was like, that could be true if it's shaman, if 4 and 8 are both real. Honestly, it's kind of looking to not be that case at this point. So at this point, I don't think it's. I don't even know if there's a scenario where 4 and 8 are both real, like like a theoretical scenario. And I'm just checking again, like making sure it's not like 5 is poisoner, because I'm looking at here, 5 poison 6. 2 is lying, and then 8's lying because 7 have been affected by evil. If 8's lying, he couldn't have been affected by evil since he wouldn't be poisoned or anything. So then 4 was also lying, and it still doesn't really work out. So yeah, we realize that pretty soon here, and eventually I'm kind of, at this point I'm just building up the courage to make what I'm pretty sure is just the correct answer. It's always scary when you got, like, 1 kill will end the run, or 1, wrong kill will end the run. It's always scary. I just have to build up the courage to do it. But I'll usually kind of like throw some that just like do it if I've got like 6 more health, but it's always scary otherwise. I think I realize I'm muted pretty soon here, so I think I should flip the cards over here and then I realize. Actually, no, it looks like I like 1 other minute left here, so we'll keep talking. 5 says witch, but 7 says 2 is real, so if you kind of map it, I don't remember if 5 says when I was unmuted, but if you map it out, 7 can't be fake. If 7's fake, that means 2's not real witch. It's like theoretically 2 would be doppelganger, but then like 1 of 5 and 1 would be fake if 7 was witch, but 1 then have to be Ba, and then the other one would have to be fake. It doesn't really work, so 7. Okay, I'm doing our 6 right now, that's what I'm doing. And yeah, 4 and 8 does not work. And then I go and find if 7's evil, then it doesn't really work. So 7 has to be good, 2 has to be good. We'll go from there. So I think I'm about to realize I'm muted, so I will sign off here. Enjoy the rest of normal commentary. Hopefully I don't have to do this again. But hopefully it was not the worst, at least. I'm glad I can give some other insights. Talk about some random stuff. See ya. I've been muted this whole time, haven't I? I think I just realized that. I've been like, oh gosh. Maybe I'll try some post commentary. I had my as I'll explain at the beginning of the video, I had my mic muted though before. Oh gosh. Oh well, I'll see what happens there, I guess. I usually check that too. I like just noticed like, hey, nothing's coming through. Oh well. Anyway. Huh. So this doesn't work is basically what I'm saying. There's no situation where 7 is. I don't think the answer was fake at all. If 7's fake, then 2 is not real Oracle. But they have to be told the truth. And then one of the jesters has to be fake. And then the other one has to be fake. And it just doesn't work. So some of the thing has to be telling the truth. I think you have to tell the truth as well. I mean, unless you corrupted you, but I don't think so. Which makes you think 7 is witch, really. Or 5 is witch, I mean. We could say it's 5, and then you said that could be 3. Like, I could see 5 and 3 here, You say 0, though. 1 could be drunk. Because, like, what do you say about this? See, that's definitely a lie. Okay, we're wrong. I guess it could have also just been 1 and then 3 is drunk. Like, why not? That's what the 4 said. Okay. So I can't help but notice that these guys both disagree with the Rambler, and I can't help but notice you have neither of them in your thing. So I think you're just corrupted, which makes you both town, and then 5's definitely lying, and then I think it's 8. I think it's 8 and 5. Nice. I mean, 1's definitely lying. I think there has to be 1 here. Look, be drunk, I guess, but Uni's a drunk, who cares? Okay. Just double up something anyway. I think it's the thing of the true. Alright, this is the last one. Okay. Okay. So we have double jester. Let's do this, I guess. Okay. Let's do this. I believe that. I don't believe that. Poisoner, interesting, okay. So you would have to poison 8 then. Which means this will be a lie. Oh no, 5 could have cured 2. Yeah, regardless, since telling the truth here, so it does have to be 8 cured. Yeah, 4 cured 2. That's just 8. Okay, well, looks most this is probably just gonna be post commentary, I guess. I haven't done that before, so apologies if it's a little weird. We will. Other than that, we'll see you tomorrow.